I direct the Sport, Health, and Activity Research and Policy Center at the University of Michigan, and I graduated from HBHE in 1997. A typical day for me includes a variety of things. So I will be working on a manuscript on a study that's been completed, or a couple of manuscripts. I'll be planning the next study, writing a grant for the next study, and probably in the middle of doing a study. So being involved in research at different phases of the process. But I'm really interested in translation and dissemination and working outside of academia too. So I also consult with organizations, and I do what a lot of people call health coaching. I call self-care coaching, and I do that with individuals. And all of these types of activities, I really inform the whole of everything I do. The thing I like most about my job is really more than one thing, because everything integrates together. I love reading other people's research and theories and trying to think about how they work together and integrate together and how they don't. I love presenting findings and getting input from others. I especially love translating research for people to use outside of academia. So I love working with individuals and working through a health behavior program that I developed to create sustainable behavior change. I love working with organizations, consulting with healthcare companies and organizations that are trying to improve employee wellness, to help them understand better ways to communicate and intervene, both with patient and employees, so that they'll be more engaged and likely to stay motivated to sustain the behavior change being targeted, as well as prioritize their own self-care. And a result of that is actually my first book, which I published this year, called No Sweat: How the Simple Science of Motivation Can Bring You a Lifetime of Fitness. And I decided to write No Sweat because I was really compelled, after years of delivering a self-care methodology, a sustainable self-care intervention with people on the phone, how consistently people gave the same answers and how systematic it was. And I felt like I'm one person delivering what I think is a really powerful tool. And so I decided to write a book that would explain both the science that went into developing this intervention, which it took years to develop and iterate and refine, as well as the intervention itself, or the program, and the questions I use to speak to clients. The book itself is explicitly focused on exercise, with a broader conversation about how people prioritize their own self-care or not, as well as specific self-regulation tools to help people learn how to integrate and institutionalize a self-care behavior like exercise into their lives so that they can sustain it through the craziness and ebbs and flows. And I wrote it both so individuals could do the program themselves, as well as professionals like nurses and health coaches could use the methodology in their own work. I've just been so excited by the response it's been getting. It was featured in the New York Times this summer, and it just was named the #1 diet and exercise book by USA Best Book Awards, and it's so gratifying after 21 years of focusing on a topic to feel that your work is relevant and resonating with the people that you want to help. So it's just been really fun, and I developed a teaching guide so that people could use it in university courses, and so it's starting to be adopted in courses about health behavior, nutrition, psychological counseling. So it's my first book, and it's been a wonderful ride, and I'm just learning every step of the way. I wish you'd asked me about 3 words, because I want to add 2 to the picture. I want to say super interesting, fulfilling, let's go deeper, meaningful, purpose-driven. the work I do is so meaningful to me as an individual beyond my professional work, that it feels more like a calling than a job. And I look forward to most days and enjoy most days because of that.